do your little bit of good where you are. It's those little bits of good put together that overwhelm the world.
Complex ambition.
Beautiful music, painting pictures, this be my vision.
This is this week's paid promoter snippet.
Yeah, it's over for me. It's over between.
Like what you heard, be sure to click down below in the
Description. And also feel free to email us at complexambition401@gmail.
BAM!
Shout out to everybody in the world. You guys could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with us today. Complex Ambition Sound.
My name is YI.
And we're bringing you a review and reaction to the random drop, but from a young fellow that we like musically, especially Polo G.
Yeah.
The GOAT. Wow.
Polo G live in the flesh. Wow. Listen, man.
Whole year later.
Die a Legend, to me, was album of the year last year, and we said that.
Yeah.
I said that so many times.
Yeah,
that
we loved it a lot. We loved it a lot. We didn't even react to it, but
we didn't react to it.
We heard it afterwards. We saw the chatter. We checked it out, and we were like, "Damn, this guy is going through a lot. There's a lot of pain here."
And there's a lot of things that we do like that that you guys don't know. Like, we check out basically everything that drops, even if we don't react to it, because we love music and we're big fans, especially of younger artists who have a sound. And this kid came out of Chicago with his sound, and he can rap, he can melodize, he does a lot, and his content is what impresses me the most.
Yeah.
Like, it's not, like, most of the times, like, the album was a lot of great content. Like, grandma shit, like, you know, like, little sister with the little sister talking. Like, that shit was so beautiful.
A lot of good stories.
Yeah, a lot of beautiful stories, and he's a great storyteller. That's what impressed me about him.
Yeah, and he wasn't really, you know, he would talk about drugs, but he never really kind of glorified it. It was all in the sense of, like, you know, how he uses it for therapeutic purposes and getting through pain. And, you know, just kind of, it was kind of like a diary, that album. So the big smash for the summer, we pop out at your party, I'm with the gang. I love that. That shit was my motherfucking shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This time around, we don't have, there was a song that he released with a music video. You could call it a single, but there's no hit or anything around this album. But we do have an album, you know, and this is the first album since that last album. So this is his sophomore debut. We're going to get into it, man. It's called The GOAT. Last time it was Die a Legend. These titles are very, he's very confident. I'll tell you that much.
He's saying that he's the GOAT. He's fucking trying to cement himself in the industry.
That's crazy.
And he's had a lot of chatter about this album.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers been hitting us up like crazy.
Yeah, people, you know, because of the future dropping, they don't want this one to be, you know, swept away in the shadows. Like, oh, pay attention to this one as well. So, this is what we're doing here. Hopefully, it's going to live up to the hype. Let's get into it. The GOAT, Polo G. Track 1, Don't Believe the Hype. Off bat, he's telling us not to like his album.
I climbed out the darkness, now my paddock shining bright. I've been balling just for you, I put y'all faces in my eyes. I make sure I always say y'all names, so ain't no way they forget them. Don't always feel like fuck the ops, cause nigga, I can't forgive them. All them sit downs in that county made me think about my life. Went through some tragedies, I made it out to make it right. I climbed out the darkness, now my paddock shining bright. I've been balling just for you, I put y'all faces in my eyes.
That nigga really does rap better than all these young niggas.
Yeah. And he's not corny about it.
Yeah.
And he's not Mr. Conscious, Mr. No Bullshit. Like, nigga, like, he's just a rapper.
Cause it's not even like, it's not even like no bop, like to ride around. This is just straight rapping that the nigga's doing.
And really, I appreciate it.
Yeah, like off the top, especially for intro of this album.
Last intro for the last album. Oh my god,
crazy.
That intro was so good, nigga. It was like non-stop rap.
Yeah. And
I like it a lot because as a young kid, he's not shy about that. And
next one right here is called Heartless, featuring Mustard?
Yeah.
Oh wow, maybe he produced it as well.
My youngest heartless, so they ain't playing no games. We really want them dead. On that corner, I can stay about that dope game. My cousin got indicted dealing cocaine. Catch her out, we dumped the clip, it's time to reload. Put a scope on the AI just like a peephole. My cousin got indicted dealing cocaine. She an Instagram addict, she want more fame. I catch you on the other side, then we gon' have to get you.
That's crazy. I would never thought to see him work with Mustard, but Mustard, he did a different type of beat for him there anyways.
Yeah. Mustard usually like is a party nigga.
Yeah, more popish.
Yeah.
High fashion, like well no, like more upbeat, more shit. But this nigga was riding with him.
Yeah.
That's crazy. No, this nigga Polo G is good. It's good. It's like it's not. I don't think it's gonna be bad. None of this is gonna be necessarily bad. It's just a matter of what are you? Do you listen to him or not?
Yeah.
You know? Cause he's definitely different, man, than all these niggas. Like Lil TJ, all this
It's a breath
shit.
of fresh air.
He's different than all these niggas.
But he's still like, as a human, like as a person, he comes from that shit. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's different. He may be an album artist.
Yeah,
You know
at least
what
that's
I'm
how he probably sees himself that way. Cause he doesn't do really any features with nobody. I haven't seen that nigga really on anybody's projects, you know, at all. Like like these singles are barely singles. It's just straight to the album. So you know, and there's only 2 projects thus far in these 2 entire years. Like all these other artists are dropping 3 every year,
Yeah.
EPs. This nigga don't give a fuck. The next song right here is, I like this title, Martin and Gina.
Can't wait till I get home and fuck the shit out of you.
Wow.
Worst days, girl. All I want is your love. I can't see no bitch after you. Off emotions, we did things that we didn't have to do. Say I kill it, lose our voice when she trying to scream. We from the trenches, we moved on to the finer things. Now I know what you chasing. You can only get this feeling from a thug. You can only get this feeling from a thug. Baby, all you really want is love.
Wow.
Only talk to bosses, independent. Can't be fucking with a scrub. But it's something about you, but I really can't explain it. Just know that you mine. I tell that nigga he can save it.
Wow.
My thing is, this is probably gonna be a single,
Yeah, it should be.
most likely, but it's still not upbeat enough
No.
to hit the radio, hit nothing.
It still has like that just pure rappy feel.
Wow.
Like he's spitting, he's obviously talking about a girl, so he's getting his sentimental bag, but the metaphors are there. Like this nigga's really rapping. Like this is crazy.
Ooh. You know, you get the first album, and when you get the first album, it's like a platter, like a platter, sampler platter, where you like try different shit out, and you see, okay, this nigga's like this, he can do this, he can do that, and he rapped a lot on that album, and I was really impressed, and obviously gave the nigga the #1 album. But my thing was this, like I didn't expect the second album, Sophmore album,
Be straight that.
to be straight that.
Rest in peace, Juice WRLD.
God bless.
Now this is a Juice WRLD feature. I'm not familiar with their relationship, but obviously they're both from Chicago. This is gonna be interesting to see. I see a lot of people talking about this song specifically, so let's listen to it now. Flex featuring Juice WRLD. Damn. Hit Boy.
West shit like the Warriors, all my niggas gon' shoot. He gon' have to take a loss, so my niggas gon' too. I just picked a Cuban up from Wifey, bitch, these stones new. Dolce and Gabbana's on my feet, and these my favorite pal. I was in them slums, shit get dreadful like some Haitian hell. I come from that zoo, it's just Cobras, pigs, and nature now. Posted by that liquor store.
He says big words too, I swear to God.
Used to wake up at a
Accuracy.
I know a bad bitch, and I'm who she belong to. Bear me like a pharaoh with this money and my go-to. Keep a shooter and then try to rob me, this the wrong tune. Lately I've been on the road, show after show. I know I'm making all the offs mad back home. Been a later, alligator, quite a wild crocodile. We gone. Goddamn, my money stay low. When the devil try to go. Now you going hustling, niggas stunning.
That's that old.
I think that was a real collaboration.
Yeah, he probably had that shit in the stash for a minute. Damn, who knows? Maybe all these songs, but specifically that Juice WRLD song. Rest in peace, Juice WRLD, man. Wow, man, it was perfect. I like how they collaborated because they both rapping their ass off, and Juice WRLD's always been doing that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the shit that the nigga does. Even though he was known for that, but that's not what the kids loved him for. That nigga was known for his melodies, singing emo shit, but that nigga can rap.
Yeah.
And Polo G, they're rapping. I like this beat so far, probably my favorite, because Hit Boy, man, he went hard with the bass. Like that shit was like really good quality. That was a good quality beat.
But it's still nothing crazy so far.
Yeah, like it's not like these songs, I don't know, but that's why it gives me that feeling that maybe it could be older, or maybe he's just structuring it with this whole theme. I don't know.
Every beat so far has just been a template, so this nigga to rap on. I think these producers know what they got with him. I think Polo, he's
Man.
YMB Corday is the only nigga I can say,
Yeah, that's
but
what I was
he's
gonna say
different.
earlier.
He's different.
Man, speaking of producers, we got the next one with another top tier producer, Mike Will Made It. I think this one's been out for a while. Stunning for Vegas and LOE Chopper.
Before all this rap shit, I was gang banging, doing half beats on the constant shit. Keep applying that pressure, I go on the one that ain't no
for a while. I remember it was trending.
I just tell my little brother to chill, gotta stay in the house. Don't you know Polo G skinny tall with the dreads, the little nigga be rapping his ass off. You know like hardwood rocks, we blast off. Try to throw us some bullets, but we made him fumble like no, you ain't getting that pass off.
My favorite part of him. This is my favorite part of him. When he goes hard rapping, that's really Chicago.
Like it's just like drill music.
Yeah,
To be honest,
yeah.
It's drill.
And BOA pulling them bands out. DOA, bitch, I get your mans out. Spin on your block like a remix. Shoot him in the face, get his teeth lit. Extend the clip like a broomstick. Scratch her off the checklist. I just bought a gun out Craigslist. Who the police behind? We keep dust. My gun needs some draws. He got nuts. Whole game we strap.
Fuck.
That nigga went off at the end.
Holy shit,
But
man.
I still think Polo G ate them niggas up though.
You think so?
I think he ate them niggas up.
He has something very comfortable about his delivery.
Man, and the shit he was
You know what I'm
saying,
trying to say?
That nigga, man, that was crazy. I wonder how that worked out. If they must be friends or whatever the case may be. Why is it on his album? I remember when the song came out, but I didn't think it was a Polo G single.
Yeah. I don't know what's good with NLE. He really bodied that bitch though. Like he came with a different energy.
At the end, that nigga started talking about some murder shit.
Yeah.
I don't like rapping, but I like rapping bodies. Okay, nigga. Indicting yourself, nigga. You're below 18. I think you're 10 still. Moving on. Polo G. This is called 21 by himself. Is he talking about his age? Is he 21? He might be 21, right? I know he's younger than us.
Decorate your block of red tape, phone them sliding every day. Bunch of hollows spitting out the block, grind every day. Don't believe in taking breaks, I ain't stopping till we chillin' at the top. Swerving on the E-way, don't care relapse off these drugs, man. R.I.P the juice. We tweaking off them perks, I pop my last one with you.
Damn.
My day ones ain't 3 day, my birthday bitches lit, I just turned 21. Decorate your block of red tape, phone them sliding every day. It's 100 bands in the safe, now I got expensive tapes.
Really good, man. Rest in peace, Juice WRLD, who died at 21, part of the 21 Club. Tweaking off them perks, I popped my last one with you.
Damn.
Can't relapse off them drugs, man. R.I.P the Juice. Yeah, so he's quit. He quit them. So Polo G quit them. Yeah. He doesn't want to relapse. Rest in peace to Juice WRLD. Juice WRLD gonna be a lot of lesson to a lot of these guys. Like you know, specifically because he died because of the drugs. Whether he did it or however the case might have been, it still was drugs. He had it in his possession. He was around it. You know, he's obviously had experience before taking it. He said it before in the songs. You know, pills is not the way to go, guys. You know, no drug, to be very honest. Polo G, man, man, let's keep going because this shit gonna keep getting sentimental. And this one's called 33. I know he's not 33 years old.
Codeine while I'm sipping. This new Glock got 33, Scotty Pippen. Bet all of my niggas banging seeds. No neighbors in the mountain, palm trees is how I'm living. Every time that I pop out, bust down VVs is on the drip. Parents lose control, don't know our daughter having sex now. Niggas hate but that's what they price about. When bitch, I need like 10 bathrooms up in my next house. High up seeing that codeine while I'm sipping.
Man, I like that. I like that. Reminiscent of his earlier kind of tracks. But not too different either.
Very similar. Everything so far has been very similar, except for that one track with Mike Will track.
Yeah.
Everything's been very similar, and it's shocking to me.
He's not trying to experiment too much, or at least so far, because I don't know.
Yeah, let's
maybe
keep
second half or something.
Yeah, let's keep it moving.
Next song, I Know.
My dog was one of a kind, I know your type rare. I know life is a bitch and she don't fight fair. Left us behind, you seen that light glare. I know you walking up to heaven on them white stairs. For the better if I'm trying to change you. Loving me ain't easy, if you leave, I don't blame you. Trauma got me fucked up, so I'm
Man, can't date this nigga.
Damn.
Ladies, stay away from Polo G's cock.
Oh man,
He's not giving it up like that. Listen,
that nigga got that shit wrapped up.
Man, he must face that shit though.
Yeah, man.
You know, when I was around them and stuff, like even when we saw him live, those 2 days span, I didn't see any girls around his entourage. So maybe he's like that. He's kind of like a lone ranger. You don't see him caught up in any girl drama online.
Yeah.
Rightfully so, man. So
unlike his former associate Lil TJ.
Oh my God, all them niggas, to be very honest. Drugs.
So hopefully he's off the drugs, and hopefully he can stay on this path to sobriety and to wisdom, because he sounds very wise. This nigga is very young.
He sounds 33.
He sounds 33.
What's the one that's screaming a lot? There's one song.
As a baby boy.
Oh my God.
It even changed the way you play with toys.
Nigga, oh my God.
He was molested as a baby boy. Messed up his head, it even changed the way he play with toys. Stuck in his feelings, he been spending every day annoyed. This is hood, not as something that he can't avoid.
What is that? My last OG was molested as a baby boy? Oh my God. That's the nigga, he basically broke down why his OG became an OG. He said why he wanted to become like a killer or shoot someone, mess someone's face up growing up, like because of the molestation. Damn, why
and
is
maybe
this nigga
that's
so wise?
his reason as to why he's the way he is with the girls.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Because we were talking about the nigga needed an OG, probably an OG like this, who was probably fucking been through the ringer.
This is crazy. This nigga, man.
Wow.
Beautiful Pain, subtitle Losing My Mind. More strings. A lot of his beats have been like this.
Yeah.
Got me losing my mind.
Murder beats.
I just want you to see that I'm trying. Hypnotized by your love, I'm blind. It's so hard to pay attention to the signs. Like I don't deserve you no more, but I want you to be with me. Why your shoulder is so cold and lately I've been feeling empty. But I told you we can try it even though I know it's risky.
This nigga might be too wise.
Our emotions ever since you left the sun don't shine.
I'm losing my mind. I'm literally losing my mind, nigga, because I'm trying to understand.
Yeah.
We had so many motherfucking kids hit us up talking about you gotta review this album, you gotta check this shit out, it's the best album of the year, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
How do you niggas like him? Like,
yeah, like I don't see the appeal to the youth. It's crazy. But it's like obviously it's dope. Like that's what I want.
yeah, we want that.
Because this nigga's really talking real shit, but you would think that it was like on some bullshit type of appeal, or at least with the beats, like something more upbeat. And he has so many fucking beats from every different fucking producer, but they still go into like his sound.
Yeah.
Like how do you gonna get a Murder Beat, Hit Boy, Mustard, Mike Will,
And they all sound very similar.
Take Keith. Well,
Same-
Take Keith was a little bit different, but like all similar. That's crazy to me.
Rap enjoys what he does. Rap understands his value. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Or maybe, especially maybe himself. He's probably telling them niggas like, yo, I don't want no crazy beat.
Yeah.
Keep this shit like this. It's my sound. You already know, but I want you to do it. I got something for you, boy.
I'm really surprised.
Wow.
I think the reason why kids like it is because they know they need it.
Yeah, man. Especially right now. No matter what. By himself again.
Never really knowing it's your time, you gotta live it up. Standing on that corner like a Russian, we can't get enough. You gon' either die, see the system, ain't no slipping up. In these streets, they'll take your life and they don't give a fuck. And I believe
this is almost like a
gospel
record.
Niggas showing we don't give a fuck, we share blood on that ground too. And when you fight for your life, ain't no round two. My homies die young, and that one part of the plan. I don't wanna be awake, that's why I keep popping these ends. My good heart became a weakness, I did everything I can.
That's crazy, dog. You kidding me? This nigga might really be the best young rapper. That's crazy.
I'm really like.
It's almost like gospel rap. Like the guy, I don't know if he grew up in a choir or what, but he has so much soul. This is crazy.
Yeah.
And it's still like a phase one because he could take it to another level.
He's a very emotional guy who doesn't show his emotions too much. So the only way emotions can be showed is through his music.
Next song right here, Be Something, with potentially the hottest nigga of the year, Lil Baby.
That broke shit made me sick, big appetite with a weak stomach. Just happy I did it, nigga, nobody ever gave me none. Flexing so hard, I might pull a muscle, but I was trying to cope through them hard times for them X bills I was spending. You was riding for me, then you switched up, now it's fuck you and I mean it. If my brother needed, then I got him in the whole gang, know how I'm bleeding. Can't have nowhere to go, nigga.
Lil Baby about to rap the best verse of his life.
And I hit rope down. Trusting in my formula, these niggas corny, these niggas can't come in my corner. I'm down at 400, I paid a buck.
They gotta put his voice up though. Yeah. What the fuck happened?
Told him I was gonna be something.
And they fucked up.
He went off, but the shit was mixed horribly. You cannot hear him compared to Polo G's treble? Hell no.
And that's what I was gonna say. His voice, although the bass was very hard, his voice was cutting through very clearly.
It was the production.
Polo's.
Yeah, it was the engineering. They fucked up with that.
They probably sent that over kind of weird.
Yo, maybe they heard it. They didn't like proof hear it. And hopefully they go back and fix that shit.
Yeah, guys, go back and fix that shit, please. Because Lil Baby kind of spazzed.
You dropped the ball like that.
You can't drop the ball on Lil Baby's
They rushed
verse,
this
dog.
shit. And it probably was like a verse he did recently or something. Hopefully it's not a fucking voice memo or something. Because that's what I could have thought. I was like, damn, this nigga sent a voice memo? What is that shit?
I don't think it is.
Polo G by himself again. Relentless.
Care about my attitude, cause my racks long. I'm just trying to put another foreign in my backyard. Trust me, I don't wanna see them boys in all black socks. Hop out the whip and turn the shooter to a track star. I'm about them nights I had to suffer like they trying to make me feel insecure about my color. Ever since I made a play, but trying to heaven ain't the only way we can escape about the gutter. I never gave up on my team, put them on my shoulders. Got PTSD from that battlefield, I'm a soldier. You would think it's basketball season, all these court dates. V12, engine push the star, make the floor.
He's talking about racism. He's talking about his
well
experience
said.
with it.
Well said.
He said it in a way that everyone can relate to it.
Yeah.
And then the niggas dropping these fucking bars. So many court dates you would have thought it was a basketball season. Like this is crazy, dog. I never even heard that type of bar.
Never heard that. Never. And
you hear bars. You hear similar bars in this shit called music.
Some shit is recycled.
But that shit was a unique bar.
Fuck.
Finishing it up almost the album. This is D&D. This was the last single released recently.
We want all the smoke, fuck the peace signs. Ayy, Glock cook a nigga, he get deep fried. Snakes in the grass, watch out for rats and all the felines. Make sure my phone on D&D, I keep my door closed. I've been trying to put the rap game in the chokehold. Don't stop at red lights, we stuck in go mode. They killing kids, wonder why the summer's so cold. Tonight she gon' turn up to this song like it's her favorite jam. And now I'm sliding that X7 before I take the lamp.
That nigga, man. That's crazy, but that's his single. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy how that's the single, and it's the same sound as this whole album. It's wild, man. This nigga be having these bars, and like the hooks are so similar. The hooks have a bar within the hook.
Yeah.
This is crazy, man. This is crazy. Polo G, third to last song by himself again. Chinatown.
Killing legends, I refuse to put my pole up. From them trigger happy, bet them bullets fucking soul up. Never know what's next up in this shit, just gotta play it out. Mama told me watch them niggas, they'll take you out. Allergic to the fake, they get too close, I might start breaking out. Goofy talking about fuck one of my guys, but he Kevin High. Shit, a chance I get pulling blue faces out. Running up them commas, bitch, I'm best friends with my bank account. They been killing legends, I refuse to put my pole up. From them trigger happy, bet.
The beat was too sporadic for me.
Yo, it was like he was rapping against the beat. Like the beat was a whole nother flow.
Yeah, I think
that's probably like my least favorite.
Yeah, because it's the one that is it seemed he was least comfortable with. Mm-hmm. He's very comfortable when he raps, nigga. Like he raps very in his pocket.
Yeah.
This one it seemed like he was trying to catch up.
Moving on, second to last song, Trials and Tribulation. Sound like a NBA young boy.
I stood 10 toes, I couldn't fold a penny. Point in church cause the preacher can't keep them poles from clapping. Playing with bundles of that raw, that dope get sold to added foot. Hood on my back was busting two folds like Kobe Bryant. Sometimes I think like what's the likelihood of Kobe dying? Too much medicine is wrong, she got me feeling for pills. If them bullets ain't take out a little bit, he'll be in the field. It seem like evil on my soul attract. Hope for forgiveness for my sins while I load the ratchet plan. They say money talk, the VBS is helping translate. And robbers get some hot shit out the nine when them can't shake.
God damn. Trials and Tribulations. Man, there's not much to say.
There's not much to say.
This is gonna be the last song on the GOAT right here, featuring BJ the Chicago Kid. Obviously out of Chicago. Imagine he wasn't. Niggas from Baltimore this whole time. Wishing for a Hero.
Respecting in this hip hop. Lil Polo be spitting facts. A lot of rappers doing way more Sunday.
That's
Tupac.
I see no changes. Wake up in the morning and I ask myself, is life worth living? Should I fix myself?
I see no changes. Wake up in the morning and I ask myself.
Cops kill us and we protest. What type of shit is that, man? If the police shoot at one of my brothers, I'm blinking back. We 17 got 40 years in that courtroom, we getting cracked. Again, it's some niggas watching us fail while they sitting back. Post-traumatic stress, so them triggers keep getting tapped. R.I.P. Malcolm, I promise to conquer and fill them gaps. Them corners leave a nigga boxed in, trying to break free. This all we know, a life of peace where we can't see. I'm from where we unheard and we can't speak. Like I'm stuck, I wish the streets never proposed to me. Out there posted in the field with them soldiers deep. So needed money and grew accustomed to this fast life. Pressure from this way of living, so we blast pipes. I've been hurting, trying to smile through the pain and tears. A lot of shit changed, it's just the way it is. Some things never change. That's just the way it is. Yeah.
Big brother, you're the GOAT.
Little sister from the last album.
Yeah.
Polo G, Wild in the Flesh. Man, there we have it. Polo G, the GOAT. Man, I like the outro right there. That was the Tupac sample, beautifully done. I saw a couple people DMing me about that. Like, I think you guys will like that the Tupac sample at the end. I get it though, cause it's like surprising. Like I don't know this guy, especially this song. I was saying it earlier as a joke. Like I don't know if this guy grew up in gospel. It sounded like gospel rap, but he definitely was preaching at the end again, speaking about racism again. His color.
Very tough, man. Very tough.
This is really,
you know, systematic inequality. Like it's very tough. Oh my God! And I think that was a great way to end this project. A project that basically talked about everything he talked about in the last song. We had the drugs, we had the violence, we had the racism, we had the girl talk. We had, you know, like he stuck to like 5 main themes through the entire project, and he encapsulated it all at the end here.
Yeah.
BJ, you know, obviously that was a beautiful moment at the end, especially for the city as well. I want to know his ties in the city. I want to know, you know what I'm saying, like that sort of thing.
Yeah, that's crazy. Cause I really don't know. I know that he like it's not what it seems like on the surface, especially with other artists. Not even just in the city. I know, like for example, like his biggest song is "Pop Out," right?
Yeah.
But he's not really a fan of that. You know, he doesn't really fuck with Lil TJ, you know, anymore. Like they're not really cool.
Yeah.
I don't think he really wanted to do the song. It was like a whole thing behind it. So that alone, you know, he probably wants to stay away from that. Maybe what do you call it? Like a freaking category people are kind of putting him in, because Pop Out sounds different in this entire album.
Oh my god. 100%.
Pop Out is a whole nother sound. You know, maybe he's like, I don't want to be pigeonholed until this like fucking, I can make these hot records for the radio, etc. Like I got something to say. That's all it really has to be. He must feel like he has something to say.
Yeah.
Because, you know, stereotypically, you can say like this music really is not, you know, it doesn't sell, or it's not, you know, unless you're like Kendrick Lamar, Cole, of like high regard, it's not gonna be, you know, like worldly loved, like especially if you're this young and you're coming from a song like Pop Out. But this guy's like, fuck that, like I just have something to say, like this is what I want to do. And that's amazing because this nigga's only 21. Like that's crazy to me.
And I think that the fact that the kids are gravitated towards it, man, it lets
It's
you
fire.
know that the industry was wrong all along.
Yo,
like this type of music still has placement in hip hop. In fact, these are the roots of hip hop. This type of music, and he's doing it his way with these more updated trap beats from these trap producers, and I think it's a beautiful thing. And I think coming from him, it's even doper. He's saying a lot of dope, like a lot of wise shit, but he's not like cocky or arrogant about his consciousness and his wisdom and listen what I gotta say and shut the fuck up. Like he doesn't do that type of shit. He's very clear. He talks from a first person perspective. Like these are my problems. It almost seems like he raps for himself. Like he doesn't even think about the audience. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit's on my chest, my nigga. Let me just
like
record
a diary.
this shit.
Like he has this shit to say. Like I've been saying, like he really has something to say. He wants to get it out. And, you know, it's really interesting, man, especially because he's kind of carving his own lane. These sort of artists tend to have, like, a OG or tend to be signed to a camp or another artist. Polo G's Polo G. You know, he's not from the OTF. He's not from none of that Chicago. He's Polo G. And that's amazing to see, you know. And, man, the future's going to be really bright for this guy. I'm pretty sure he's well off financially, so he can just do this shit where he just drops once a year, whenever the fuck he wants. You know, as far as this album, there's obviously not a Pop Out on there, so it's gonna be interesting to see how does this work. Kids are loving it right now, so that's what's shocking to me. You know, it's just shocking. There's a lot of emotions feeling about this album. It's like, you know, I get it. I get why people are loving it, but it's like it's shocking. Like whoa. Like especially in my opinion, I did love the other album. I would say more than this. The other album I think was perfect. I would say it was a perfect album, like because it had that literally everything. Here he had everything, but not everything sound wise. Here he stuck to that one sound. You know, to the point that you can argue that it was repetitive. A lot of these songs were really similar to each other. So if he narrowed it down, I would say that would be probably my only critique.
From like a fan perspective and even as an artist perspective, it's art, and it looks as if he does it for himself. So all that doesn't matter. You know what I'm trying to say?
I know what you mean. But my thing
even
is, like,
to compare, I wanted to compare
album of the year. Niggas was like telling me, album of the year.
Because of that emotional tie.
I was like,
You know what I'm saying? Niggas get emotionally attached to this now because they're talking about such real shit. Like that molestation line right there could have fucked with some niggas. Like, damn.
They probably got inspired. Because it is what Juice WRLD, X, and all these artists spoke about, but it wasn't, the way they spoke about it, it wasn't as reminiscent and that constant as Polo G was speaking about it on this album. Like, it was like straight up from the jump. Like the first bars sometimes were like just some deep shit, and he wasn't afraid to say it because he was saying some real shit right after it too. It wasn't preachy, you know. But his sound, man. If he goes his route, I'm not wrong. I'm not mad at it. Because like, everyone needs their lane. You know what I'm saying? This is not Lil Durk. This is so different that if I'm him, go this fully. People need to put him in that YBN Cordae category. Like these rappers, these young rappers, he needs to be put in that category. You know, he needs to be. Because at the end of the day, like, even YBN Cordae, he only has one album. This guy has 2 albums. You know, YBN Cordae only has 1 album. But people fuck with him also because of, you know, some features, but really his freestyles, shit like that. Polo G has a couple freestyles, but he also doesn't do that much. He doesn't do interviews much.
Yeah.
He's not really out there. He's not. That's what also made me feel like, why do kids really fuck with this? Cause like, this nigga really don't be like caught up in nothing.
He seems almost antisocial.
Yeah, he seems antisocial. Like he's not. Oh, he's not really trending. He's trending when he drops, but he's not really trending about anything. Like Polo G did this, that,
and
blah,
he
blah.
hasn't had that cosign like YBN has when these major artists.
He hasn't, you know. Content-wise, you can't defeat that content. You know, like that content's perfect. Like I would want my kid to listen to this. Like,
Absolutely.
Like this is amazing. You know, I can almost compare it to the most recent thing that we listened to that could be similar was the NBA YoungBoy album, where he was, you know, preaching like this as well. How do you guys feel about this album? If you guys are a part of that group of collective thinking, oh, it's the album of the year, let us know why.
Yeah.
You know, why do you guys love him? Why do you guys love it so much? Do you think he's the GOAT? Do you think, like, you know, Polo G's that nigga? I think time will tell. Like, I think he's bound to be.
Yeah.
Especially amongst the young artists.
Yeah.
You know, the young ones. Not Lil Baby and them. He's a generation below them, to be very honest.
Not generation, because Lil Baby is 24.
I am.
But
probably
like you know, that is weird to categorize. Like, he's just younger. He's just younger. Just younger.
Just younger. You know, I think he's in a position that a lot of artists in the future will end up being when it comes to maturation and like content-wise and just being wiser. So that's an amazing thing because he's only 21. You know, this guy, like, it's crazy.
Very happy for him.
It's crazy, man.
And again, we gave him album of the year.
Yeah, last time. Yep, we gave him album of the year. That album, man, Die a Legend.
Just remember that, guys. Like, we know this. We know talent when we hear it, man. I swear to God.
No, 100%. I think we shit. I didn't expect it to happen this soon again. This nigga dropping, etc., and being this good. But we knew that the nigga was gonna be that nigga.
I thought that we was just friends. What you jealous for? We can make it happen if you telling me you ready. I know you something different.